Barev Hayranikitsner. I am Los Angeles City Councilman Paul Krikorian, and I'm honored to welcome you as we celebrate the historic first visit by His Excellency Prime Minister Nikol Pashinyan. To begin today's program, I'd like to invite to the stage the choir of Rose and Alex Pilibos School to sing the national anthems of the United States of America and the Republic of Armenia. The anthems will be followed by the invocation, which will be led by His Eminence Archbishop Hovnan Derderian, His Eminence Archbishop Mushak Mardirosyan, the Very Reverend Armenag Bedrosyan, and Reverend Berj Jambasian. Please welcome the choir of the Rose and Alex Pilibos School.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raging, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Մեր հայրենիք ազատան կաղ, որ ապրել է ծառեցավ, յուր որդիքը ատկանչում է ազատան կաղ Հայաստան, յուր որդիքը ատկանչում է ազատան կաղ Հայաստան, ամեն այնտեղ մահը մի է, մարդ մի անգամ գիտներնի, բայց երանի, որ յուր ազգի ազատության կզոհվի, բայց երանի, որ յուր ազգի ազատության կզոհվի։
Հանհոր եւ որդվո եւ օգուին սրբո ամեն հայր մեր որեր գինս ես սուրբ եղիցի անուն քո եկես ցե արքայություն քո
And now, hear the supplications of your servants, and keep firmly through your mercy Armenia's restored throne of authority, O Lord. Our Republic of Armenia, increase the grace and wisdom of all who hold the state so that they can lead your people with right judgment and justice. Օրհնե մեր երակույն թրոշը, եւ այնպես ինչպես Ետ Արարատ լերան վրա Ձիրանի կոդիով քու եւ մարդկության միջև ուխտ հաստատեցիր, հիմա ալ այնքան սուրբ եւ հերոսական արյունի հեղում է ետ, այս քեղեցիկ քույներով թրոշը քեզի գնկված մեր ուխտին նշանը լա։ Օրհնե ինչ որ բարի Եհոմ, մանավանդ անուններուն առաջինը Հայաստան անունը։ Bless, O Lord, our tricolor flag. And just as after the flood you placed your rainbow on Mount Ararat and established a covenant with mankind, now too, after the flowing of so much holy and heroic blood, may our flag with its beautiful colors be sealed as a sign of our covenant with you, forever and ever. Amen.
on this most historic of occasions, when we have thousands and thousands of members of the Armenian diaspora here to celebrate this historic moment, we're also joined by the elected leadership of every level of our government in Washington, in Sacramento, and here in Los Angeles. And I'd like to recognize for a moment those who are here to celebrate this day with us, starting with representing the United States Congress, our own Congressman Adam Schiff. The Lieutenant Governor of the state of California, Eleni Kounalakis. California State Senators Anthony Portantino, Maria Elena Durazo, Bob Archuleta, and Scott Wilk. From the California State Assembly, Assemblyman Adrin Nazarian, Assemblymember Laura Friedman, Assemblymember Tom Lackey, Assemblymember Wendy Carrillo, Assemblymember Stephen Choi, and Assemblymember Jesse Gabriel. Representing the County of Los Angeles and our great partner and co-host in this event, Supervisor Catherine Barger. Our citywide elected officials from the City of Los Angeles, you'll be hearing from him more in a moment. Our Mayor, Eric Garcetti. And our City Attorney, Michael Feuer. And my colleagues on the Los Angeles City Council, Paul Koretz, Mitch O'Farrell, John Lee, and Monica Rodriguez. He led the creation of the Yerevan Los Angeles Sister City relationship. He has always stood in strong support of this community as we've advanced causes, including recognizing the sovereignty of Artsakh and fighting against and standing up against hate crimes that have victimized this community. He and his departments were instrumental in enabling the historic Centennial March commemorating the Armenian genocide. And in every other way, you know him as a great and dear friend of the Armenian community. It's my great honor and privilege to present my colleague, my friend, our Mayor, Eric Garcetti.
Good afternoon, Los Angeles. Make some noise. This great city of angels welcomes two new angels, a Prime Minister and a First Lady who have come from around the world to come here to this great Armenian city, Los Angeles. Give them a welcome. Victor, Victor, Victor. Thank you, my friends. Thank you, thank you. And good afternoon, or as we say in Los Angeles, Parigasur. We say hello not only to this great city, but to all of our friends in the diaspora and back home in the home country of Armenia who are watching. You see, from Mount Hollywood to Mount Ararat, from Los Angeles to Yerevan, from the Koenga Pass to Sardarabad, we have a link that brings us together in struggle, in friendship, in tragedy, and in triumph. And today we celebrate this. We are so excited that Prime Minister Pashinyan, his incredible wife, Mrs. Anna Hakobian, are here today, and we say welcome home. Welcome to your home. I joked inside that the Prime Minister has to balance many powers. There's the United States, and there's Russia, and there's Iran, and all these other things. He said, I'm not pro any of these things, I'm just pro-Armenian, but I did say inside he is also pro-Los Angeles, because Los Angeles loves you. We are proud to be the largest Armenian community outside of Armenia. We are proud to have businessmen and women, scholars, cultural leaders, political leaders, And let's give it up one more time for Councilmember Paul Krikorian for putting this together with Supervisor Catherine Barger. You see, all of you lift us up. You make Los Angeles what it is, truly a city of angels, a place where in times of division, in times of hatred, in times of splitting us in two, everybody belongs here. And every Armenian feels that Los Angeles is their second home. You belong to this city. Every year we march shoulder by shoulder, arm in arm, for the 1.5 million men, women, and children stolen from us in 1915 to say never again. To say the darkest chapter at that time in human history, and one of the darkest ever, will never be papered over, and every lie will be met with truth. We gather on the streets to speak the truth and to say, Baikar, Baikar, minche verch, to say never again. We learn from our past atrocities and we build from them. We don't turn our eyes away from violence. As Armenian Americans, myself as your average Mexican American, Jewish, Italian guy, we all know that someplace and somewhere we are a minority. So to stand up for the rights of the few is to stand up for all of us. And an act of prejudice against any Armenian American, against any church, against any ethnic or racial minority, any religious minority, is an attack on us. So we will always defend you here in Los Angeles. Finally, I'm so proud to have traveled to create the Yerevan-Los Angeles Sister City Agreement, and so proud that with this Prime Minister, a new day of sunshine has come to Armenia, a day of democracy, a day of openness, a day with no more corruption, a day where we can say in Los Angeles it is time for us to pick up, to visit, to invest, to support, and to help the new Armenia rise and rise and rise under the leadership of this Prime Minister. This is an era of hope and of optimism, a new era of progress as Prime Minister Pashinyan translates the promise of the Velvet Revolution into the reality of a Republic of Armenia that will be once again a light unto the world. We hear voices around the world calling for more nationalism, for more isolationism, and we know here that that is not who we are, and we know that Armenians who have spread out to the world to be some of the most important people, not just in this continent, but in every continent of the face of the earth. We are committed, Mr. Prime Minister. So again, welcome home, welcome to your home. And let's hear it for Victor one more time. Victor, Victor, we love you and we thank you. Let's give it up for this angel in the City of Angels. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
All right, next, representing our statewide California elected officials, the executive branch of the California state government, is our Lieutenant Governor, the first woman ever elected to be Lieutenant Governor of the state of California. She took office in January of this year. She has already visited Armenia, and in her previous role, before she was Lieutenant Governor, she was the United States Ambassador to Hungary under President Obama. And in that role, she forcefully objected to Hungary's release of the imprisoned Azeri terrorist Ramil Safarov. Please join me in welcoming the Lieutenant Governor of California, Eleni Kounalakis.
Thank you, Councilmember Krikorian, for your very kind introduction. And thank you to you and Mayor Garcetti for inviting me to participate in this truly historic gathering. Body or, body or. And for my fellow Greek speakers, Kalia Poyevma Keyasas. I am very pleased and excited to be here with you today on behalf of myself and Governor Gavin Newsom to officially welcome His Excellency Nikol Pashinyan, Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, to the state of California. And it gives me great personal pleasure to also welcome the Prime Minister's spouse, Anna Jacobian, to our Golden State. Although the governor regrets that he's unable to be here with us today to welcome you both personally, he looks forward to meeting with you next week in New York City on the margins of the United Nations General Assembly. And the fact that we are joined by so many distinguished public figures here today testifies to how welcome you are here in our state and in this region, which is home to the largest concentrated community of Armenians outside of the borders of Armenia. That's you, that's all of you. The governor and I are extremely happy to have you here in California and hope that your stay will be enjoyable and fruitful. I'm sure that even after only 2 days, you will see why so many of your compatriots have decided to make the Golden State their home. Mr. Prime Minister, I had the privilege of visiting your lovely country just last month, where I experienced many moving, inspirational, and unforgettable moments. Looking back in time, my visit to the Echmadzin Cathedral and the Kor Virap Monastery reminded me of Armenians' ancient and historical past. And my visit to the Armenian Genocide Memorial and Museum was a sober reminder of darker times. But looking to the future, my visits to the Tumo Center for Creative Technologies and the American University in Armenia allowed me to meet many of the ambitious and inspired young people who are future leaders and entrepreneurs of Armenia. Mr. Prime Minister, today I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you on the outcome of the Velvet Revolution that you and so many others led, and which is on the path to transforming the governance of your country. As we all know from looking at the world around us, maintaining a vibrant and effective democracy is always a work in progress. And our democratic way of life is not something that can be taken for granted. You will continue to face many challenges as you build for Armenia a government that is transparent, accountable, and truly representative. But you know that you have the support of the U.S. government in these efforts, and I can assure you that you also have the support of the people of California. I'm so proud to represent this great state, one that has deep and long-standing ties with Armenia. We are all aware of the large and vibrant Armenian community in California. Most of you are here right now, and of the great and outsized contributions that the Armenian community makes to California's economic prosperity and the political life at all levels, including at the very highest. I am referring, of course, to that proud son of Armenia, George Duke Majin, who served as our governor, capping a long and distinguished career in public service to our state and our nation. To my knowledge, he is the only governor of Armenian descent ever to serve as an American governor, and he did it here in America's most populous and economically prosperous state of California. Building on this tradition, we welcome your startups in Silicon Valley and San Francisco and Los Angeles, all over California. Not only the high-tech firms that are making California their home, but all the mom and pop small companies too, and everything in between. Economic ties bond us together, and we are proud to have strong economic ties between Armenia, the Armenian American community in California, and our state at the highest levels. And finally, as a regent of the University of California, I am extremely proud of the long-standing, close, and important relationship that the university has with the American University of Armenia. I had a wonderful visit to the campus during my stay in Yerevan and was pleased to reaffirm California's support of this important institution. Once again, Mr. Prime Minister, Mrs. Hakobian, welcome to California, and thank you very much for being here to celebrate in our beautiful Golden State. Thank you.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. So almost 20 years ago, the Armenian communities in Glendale and Burbank and Pasadena had an opportunity to elect a new member of Congress. And that race became the most expensive race in the history of the United States of America. And the outcome of that race was the election of a person that not only have we come to know and love, but the entire nation has come to know his great skill and his ability as he has continued to lead in the United States Congress. There is no one who has been a stronger advocate of Armenian issues in the United States Congress. There is no one who has led the charge more for funding for Armenia and for Artsakh. There is no one who has fought harder for recognition of the Armenian genocide and even spoke for the first time in the history of Congress, spoke in Armenian on the floor of the United States Congress. That, of course, is our dear friend and our Congressman, Adam Schiff.
Good afternoon. It is my great pleasure on behalf of the U.S. Congress and in particular the LA delegation to welcome the Prime Minister and First Lady to Los Angeles. Yerevan is the capital of Armenia, but Prime Minister, looking at the crowd today, I think you'll agree Los Angeles is the capital of the Armenian diaspora. So take that, Fresno. And we are so proud that you're here, and we're proud of the strong relationship between our two nations. Along with so many of my colleagues in Congress and my friends here in Los Angeles, I have watched with enormous interest and hope the democratic revival Armenia has experienced since the Velvet Revolution. From out of that chaotic situation, the peaceful transition of power and the conduct of free and fair elections shows the strength and resilience of Armenia's democracy. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Pashinyan, Armenia is deepening and strengthening the good ties between Armenia and the United States. Mr. Prime Minister and First Lady, as you can tell, you are among friends today. And in Congress, we will continue to advocate at every opportunity for assistance of all types to ensure the security and prosperity of a thriving, democratic Armenia. Yesterday marked the 28th anniversary of Armenia's independence, and I am committed, as I know my colleagues, to building on the successes of the past year. But we are cognizant also of the ever-present threat from Azerbaijan and the continuing Turkish blockade. But I am confident in the strength and determination of the Armenian people who have survived and thrived across centuries. Prime Minister, First Lady, once again, welcome to Los Angeles. We wish you every success at the upcoming UN General Assembly, and we look forward, we hope, to seeing you soon in Yerevan. Thank you.
Representing the California State Senate is a man who represents more Armenians in his district than are in any other legislative district in California. He has established the Senate Select Committee on California, Armenia, and Artsakh Mutual Trade, Art, and Cultural Exchange. He's working very hard right now on the establishment of a California-Armenia trade office, and he's been a forceful advocate on behalf of the planned Armenian American Museum and Cultural Center of California, which will be in Glendale, one of the cities he represents. He has himself visited Armenia and Artsakh. Please welcome our friend, State Senator Anthony Portantino.
Let's give it up for Councilmember Paul Krikorian and everyone from the city of LA who made this day happen. I do have a bone to pick with the mayor. Glendale, which I represent, is the center of the diaspora and Armenian community in California, and I'm proud to represent Glendale. Is Glendale in the house? Does Glendale believe in Dukov? Just want to make sure. It is an honor to welcome the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, His Excellency Nikol Pashinyan, to the state of California, home to the largest Armenian American population in the United States. In April and May of 2018, the world watched in awe as the peaceful Velvet Revolution unfolded in Armenia. This was truly a turning point in the country's history, as youth, inspired by the Prime Minister, led a movement, embraced democracy, and changed a country. Young people at the forefront of the revolution showed the world their power and drive is truly unbreakable. Many Armenians in the diaspora stood in solidarity with their brothers and sisters in the homeland, demanding a new and fair democratic government. As the community reflects on the significance of this new chapter in Armenia's history, there is a sense of excitement for what's to come. And I saw that when I was on the streets of Yerevan last September, that excitement. And I'm proud to be going on October 6th back to Yerevan and into Artsakh again to embrace that excitement. Having had this opportunity to visit Armenia, I witnessed firsthand the optimism, the pride, the positive national spirit amongst the people. The spirit that is here today in Los Angeles with all of you. Thousands from across California have traveled to Graham Park to participate in this public rally, which is an indication of the support you have garnered in the diaspora. Tser nerga uchuna, Los Angelesi hai hamenken neres, ga pere shat meds badev, yev yer changuchun. As you lead the Armenian transformation and it embraces the strong democratic principles you have promoted, California looks forward to continued collaborations directly with Hayastan and in the diaspora. Collectively, we're going to work together for this bright personal and economic future. So to paraphrase from a blacksmith turned poet, Bedros Turian wrote, "When air is calm, the clouds do not let rain fall. The stars rise and do not set. The flowers do not fade." Today our air is calm. Our future is limitless. And our flowers are blooming in California and in Armenia. Thank you, Prime Minister Pashinyan, for helping to make that happen. And thank you, Los Angeles, for welcoming you so specially.
He's coming soon, I promise. I promise. Next, representing the members of the California State Assembly is a gentleman who has served in the Assembly since 2012. He established the California Legislative Armenian Caucus, and just recently he got passed through the legislature the Turkish divestment bill that will force California pension funds to divest their assets for the Republic of Turkey, which is sitting on the governor's desk right now as we speak. He has led 2 delegations to Armenia, including bringing the Speaker of the State Assembly and multiple legislators, some of whom also visited Artsakh. He is one of our own. He's a Barskahai, but he also has in his veins the blood of Artsaksis as well. please join me in welcoming our very own State Assemblyman, Adrian Nazarian.
Ողջույն սիրելի հայրենակիցներ, լավ եք այսօր։ Տակաոթը մեքիչ, բայց շատ անուշ օր է, չէ՞։
So please, join me in welcoming to Los Angeles the leader of that republic and the leader of that movement, the Prime Minister of the Republic of Armenia, His Excellency Nikol Pashinyan.
Սիրելի ժողովուրդ, Լոս Անջելեսի, Կալիֆոռնիայի, Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգների հպարտ հայություն ողջունում եմ ձեզ։ Ողջունում եմ ձեզ եւ այնուամենայնիվ ուզում եմ մի փոքր շրջանցել դիվանագիտական նրբությունները եւ բոլորի դիմել այնպես, ինչպես թելադրում է սիրտս եւ հոգիս, ինչպես թելադրում է մեր նախնիների եւ նահատակների կանչը։ Եվ ուրեմն, սիրելի ժողովուրդ, Հայաստանի Հանրապետության հպարտ ու դուխով քաղաքացիներ, ողջունում եմ ձեզ։ Սիրելի ժողովուրդ, նախ թույլ տվեք այս ամբիոնից շնորհակալության խոսքեր ասել Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգների, Կալիֆոռնիայի նահանգային եւ Լոս Անջելեսի քաղաքային իշխանություններին հայկական ազգային այս միջոցառումը անցկացնելու մեր ցանկությանը հարկանքով բարեկամաբար վերաբերվելու եւ կազմակերպմանը հսկայական աջակցություն ցուցաբերելու համար ուզում եմ անձնապես շնորհակալություն հայտնել Կալիֆոռնիայի նահանգապետ Գավան Նյուսոմին, փոխնահանգապետ Էլենի Կունուլակիսին, Լոս Անջելեսի քաղաքապետ Էրիկ Գարսետին, քաղաքային խորհրդի անդամ Փոլ Գրեգորյանին, Լոս Անջելեսի մարզի կառավարիչներ Քեթրին Բարգերին եւ Հիլդա Սոլիսին։ Խնդրում եմ ողջունի մեր հայկական ծափահարությունները հղեն Կալիֆոռնիայի նահանգապետին, փոխնահանգապետին, Լոս Անջելեսի քաղաքապետին, Լոս Անջելեսի մարզի կառավարիչներին։ Այս ամորանալի իրադարձությանը աջակցելը ես համարում եմ Ամերիկայի Միացյալ Նահանգների բարեկամական ժեստը Հայաստանի ժողովրդավարական իրականության նկատմամբ եւ հայ ժողովրդին խնդրում եմ մեր բոլոր ամերիկացի բարեկամներին բուրըն ծափերով ողջունենք։ Սիրելի ժողովուրդ, այսօրվա մեր հանդիպումը մի յուրօրինակ շարունակությունն է Հայաստանի անկախության 28-րդ տարեդարձի տոնակատարությունների, որ երեկ մենք սկսեցինք Եռաբլուրում հարգանքի տուրք մատուցելով մեր նահատակների եւ դա ըստեյության Գյումրիի վերածննդի մի յուրօրինակ խորհրդանիշ էր եւ այսօր եւս մեկ անգամ այստեղ ուզում եմ ձեզ մեզ բոլորիս ողջ հայ ժողովրդին շնորհավորել անկախության պարզապես Դավիթն այստեղ է կռվել պարզապես Նարեկն այստեղ է գրվել պարզապես գիտենք ժայռից վաշակերտել գեղեցկին բարուն վսեմին լավին մենք քիչ ենք Շնորհակալ եմ այս բանաստեղծությունը շատ պատեհ էր այստեղ կարդալ են տողերը հիշում եք որ ասում է կամին դառնալ աջակից դուրս գալ մեզարված բարության տակից պաշտպանել նրանց հոգևոր ցրտից ամենտեղ թողել մեր աչքի ցոլանք մեր հոգուց մասունք եւ նշխար սրտից Մենք քիչ ենք, այո, բայց կոչվում ենք հայ։ Գիտենք դեռ չանցած, այո կապ չունի։ Ձեզնից ով էր ֆիզիկապես ներկա այնտեղ, բայց մենք բոլորս Հանրապետության հրապարակում այդ օրերին զգացել ենք ձեր աջակցող շունչը, ձեր հզոր ներկայությունը ձեր մեծ էներգիան եւ դուք եւ մենք միասին ենք կերտել ժողովրդավարական եւ ժողովրդական այն հաղթանակը որը այսօր նոր փառք է բերել Հայաստանին եւ հայ ժողովրդին իդեմս նրա ցույց տալով մի երկիր եւ ժողովուրդ որ պատրաստ է եւ վերցրել է շատերի կարծիքով անկում ապրող ժողովրդավարության դրոշը եւ այսօր ամբողջ աշխարհը Հայաստանին համարում է ժողովրդավարության հույս եւ այդ հույսը նաեւ դուք եք կերտել Եվ ուզում եմ երկրորդ շնորհակալությունը հայտնել Սփյուռքին, որովհետև մենք այսօր նշելով Հայաստանի անկախության 27-րդ տարեդարձը պետք է հստակ ասենք, որ Հայաստանը, անկախ Հայաստանը չէր կարող ոտքի կանգնել առանց Սփյուռքի անգնահատելի եւ ամենօրյա աջակցության Սփյուռքը կանգնել է Հայաստանի մեջքին Սփյուռքը պահել է Հայաստանը Սփյուռքը սնել է Հայաստանը եւ ես ուզում եմ այսպիսի մի կարևոր արձանագրում անել Հայաստանի անկախացումից հետո Հայաստանի շատ քաղաքացիներ ստիպված են եղել արտագաղթել Հայաստանից մի շատ կարևոր խոստովանություն անել որ շատերը Հայաստանից հեռացել են, արտագաղթել են Ռուսաստան, ԱՄՆ, Եվրոպա, ոչ թե հաճույքով, ոչ թե ուզելով, այլ արտագաղթել են, որպեսզի այստեղ աշխատեն եւ Հայաստանում մնացած իրենց հարազատներին եւ հայրենակիցներին աջակցեն, որպեսզի նրանք հաղթահարեն դժվարությունները եւ սա պետք է խոստովանել